Welcome to Anand Medical Academy. I am Mrs. Esther, presenting English literature and grammar prescribed by the PU Board. These days earlier, we could not begin languages along with the other subjects online as we awaited offline. But now we are fortunate to begin the languages during this month and possibly cover few grammar portions. Languages are also of equal importance in par with the other core subjects as they help you boost the percentage. So, in no way you can neglect language. English literature covers 50% and grammar covers 50%. So, equally you would have 50 marks for literature and 50 marks for grammar. As we begin with, we shall have a bridge course wherein we shall recall certain fundamentals and basics required to comprehend the prescribed PU portions. Well, I would like to begin with the grammar part. Grammar is fun as we play with words. If a word is misplaced or misspelled, we misunderstand or miscommunicate. So, it is very necessary to place every word in proper sequence in order to understand, coordinate, communicate, and correspond. As we begin, let us understand a word. How can a word be defined? A word is a group of alphabets arranged meaningfully and spelt meaningfully. Examples: each alphabet is arranged meaningfully in order to form a word. So here we see each alphabets arranged meaningfully to give a proper word wherein these words have sense. Words like in the pond, for his country, at the door, give little meaning or little sense. And these type of words, when arranged, do not give complete meaning. So these are called as phrases. A phrase is a group of words which does not give complete meaning but makes a little sense. So we define a phrase as group of words with little sense or incomplete meaning. We have now understood a word and a phrase. Let us have more fun. Let us try to arrange these words in proper sequence. If we arrange these words in this way, it becomes an improper sentence. As it does not give a complete meaning. But if the words are arranged this way, it certainly gives a complete meaning, and this could be called a proper sentence. Let's try with another example. If it is arranged this way, it gives a different meaning, or you feel it is miscommunicated or improperly sequenced. If arranged this way, we feel it is an improper sentence as it does not communicate properly. So we feel this sentence is arranged properly or gives a complete sense. So it becomes a proper sentence. Every sentence is a group of words which gives a complete meaning. We should understand the sequence of a sentence. The sequence of a sentence is a sentence has a subject and a verb. Some sentences do need an object. So the sequence of a sentence is subject, a verb and object. Some sentences do give complete meaning with a subject and with a verb. Let us know the proper sequence of a sentence with yet another example. is arranged meaningfully, it would be: the peon was ringing the bell. Here we see the sentence is perfectly arranged according to subject, verb and object. So, every sentence is complete with a subject, and a verb. Some sentences do need object to complete its meaning. So, a sentence can be defined as group of words which give complete meaning or complete sense. Every meaningful sentence has a subject and a verb. Some sentences do need an object to complete its meaning. Thus, we define a sentence as a group of words with complete meaning or complete sense. Thus, we know a sentence is a group of words which make complete sense. Every sentence should begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop. For example, as we have already taken few sentences to be arranged, the same sentences can be noted again. So, every sentence begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop. This shows it is a complete sentence. Let us now have fun arranging the words in proper sequence. So we have learned what is a word, a phrase and a sentence. To wind up, words are a group of alphabets which give complete meaning. Phrase a group of words with incomplete meaning or little sense. Sentence is a group of words which give complete meaning. Let us arrange these words in proper sequence. First sentence, these words are not in proper order. Milk, cow, us, gives, the. To arrange them in proper order, the cow gives us milk. It's a universal truth. So this is a proper sequence wherein we see the subject, the cow, gives is a verb or action word, us, milk, becomes an object. Well, the second sentence, can birds fast fly very? Okay, birds can fly very fast. So this is how we go on arranging the sentences in proper sequence. The next one, the train runs on rails. So you can arrange them this way in proper sequence and write the train runs on rails. End up with a full stop. So you should notice that I have begun every word or the sentence with a capital letter and have ended with a full stop. The next one, the girls in dancing are the park. Okay, we already know that subject has a noun, so we can pick a noun in the beginning. The girls are dancing in the park. Alright, the next one, writing letter A, the is boy. The boy is writing letter, a letter. The boy is writing a letter. So on with your remaining sentence, falls clouds rain from the. So rain could be the subject. The rain falls from clouds. Well, the next one, birds build nests in trees. So we are arranging the sentences so that they give complete meaning. Air in the flies aeroplane. Okay, you can take an aeroplane flies in the air. Okay, the next one, an animal large A is elephant. So elephant also takes an. An elephant is a large animal. The last one, pitches on wall are there the. So there are pictures on the wall. Well, did you have fun arranging words in proper sequence? Now we should move to the next concept of sentence. Sentence, there are two parts of a sentence, the subject and the predicate. Subject can be a noun or a pronoun or group of words which works as a noun. Example, here are a set of sentences wherein we can separate this sentence into subject and predicate. Let us note, the subject may be noun. So here we see the subject should either be a noun or a pronoun. In the sentences, Peter runs fast. Peter is a noun. So this becomes a subject. In the second sentence, birds is a noun. Horses, then Ashok. The last sentence, his axe. So these are the subjects. Whereas predicate predicts about the subject. It tells something about the subject. So, telling or saying comes under action word. Predicate begins with the action word. So verb or action word is very essential in predicate. Here we see runs is an action word. So after subject, the part which begins with a verb or an action word is called predicate. So runs fast becomes a predicate. Second sentence, after birds, we see the action of the bird. Birds fly in the sky. The action begins with fly. So fly in the sky becomes a predicate. After horses, we see the action of the horse, eat grass. So eat becomes a verb and predicate begins with a verb, eat grass. Next one, Ashok is drinking tea. Action of Ashok begins with is drinking tea. So is drinking tea becomes a predicate. The last one, his axe fell into the water. The action of axe is fallen or fell into the water. So the action onwards becomes predicate. This is all about the subject and predicate. Let us note few points which help us identify subject in a sentence. A subject can begin a sentence or it can be in the middle of a predicate. Well, so to identify such subjects which are in between or within the predicate, you can read the sentence and find the subject. For example, well, here is a sentence. Lucky is the person who knows the value of money. So here, lucky is the person. Subject lies with the person whose name is Lucky. So, subject properly here is the person. Okay? And the person who is named as Lucky knows the value of money. So, knows the value of money becomes the predicate. Let's know another example. Well, an honest man. As I told, a subject can start a sentence. An honest man becomes a subject. Another sentence. Now, how thoughtless is a fool? Subject should either be a noun or a pronoun. So, a fool is a person. So, a fool becomes a subject. This is how we can make out the subject, whether it is in the beginning of a sentence or within the predicate. Next point to note, sometimes subject is not mentioned, but it is understood that it is in the sentence. In some sentences, subject is not used, but it is understood. Example, move fast is a sentence and it is understood that you are commanded to move fast. The next one, come here. We don't find any subject here, but it is understood that you are ordered to come here. This is how we make out the presence of a subject when it is interpreted or understood. Sometimes, in some cases, pronoun it is used as subject. For example, it is 9 o'clock now. So, the subject lies with pronoun it. Next one, it is raining. Understood? Pronoun it becomes a subject. Sometimes words attached to a subject, which is also called adjunct. Sometimes words attached to a subject is also regarded as subject. For example, the words a fact is attached to boy. The words a fact is attached to subject boy. So the whole thing becomes a subject. This is also called as adjunct. Another example, a sweet orange is liked by all. A sweet orange is a adjunct because it has words attached to the subject. So, a sweet orange becomes a subject. Now, let us identify subject and predicate in this exercise. In these sentences, we shall identify the subject. Meena has won the race. So, it's very clear, Meena is a noun and it becomes a subject. Has won the race becomes a predicate. As it begins with a action word, has won. Second sentence, I am here to guide you. I is a pronoun placed in the subject place. So I becomes a subject. Am here is a verb or a action word. Am here to guide you becomes a predicate. Lazy boys come late. Lazy boys. Boys becomes a subject and we see the adjunct here. So adjacent word lazy boys becomes a subject. Come is a verb. Last becomes a predicate. Come last becomes a predicate. A heavy big box. So this becomes a adjunct. So box is attached to words a heavy big becomes a subject. The whole thing together becomes a subject. Cannot be carried easily. Cannot be carried is a negative verb. And easily, which comes after the verb, becomes predicate. Cannot be carried easily becomes a predicate. My parents and my brother. So we see two subjects linked with and. So the whole thing becomes a subject. Have gone to the market. Have gone is a verb. To the market. The remaining sentence together becomes predicate. Next one. Thousands of trees. Once again, tree is a noun and these are the words attached to trees. It becomes a adjunct. So it is a subject. Next we see have been cut to construct the stadium. Have been cut is a verb or a action word. follows the sentence to construct the stadium. Thousands of trees becomes a subject. Have been cut is a verb, and the rest of the sentence together becomes a predicate. Finally, sing a song. It is understood you should sing a song. So, we say the subject you is hidden in the sentence sing a song. What remains here is predicate and it is understood you is a subject. So far, we have learned about a word, phrase, a sentence and the two parts of a sentence, the subject and the predicate. Hope you have understood. Thank you.